Yo, welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Yes, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. So, everybody, I'm actually still in New Orleans, Louisiana. Again, we had another flight issue. I don't know what is going on, but this time it was not my fault because of some random weather storm that was happening in New Orleans, Louisiana. We actually got our flight canceled. So we're stuck here an extra 2 days. I'm telling you, it was not on purpose. I actually had stuff to do in Las Vegas and I needed to actually get back. But hey, it actually became a blessing because we had a few extra days in New Orleans. I got to do some fun stuff, which I'll talk to you about. And I got to actually do my live remote here at Addis Nola, woo! Owned by Prince Lobo. Super happy to be able to redo this because if you guys have not been watching, I was supposed to be here last Thursday, but I missed my flight because of a crash that happened in front of the airport, and I missed my first live remote here at Prince Lobo's Addis Nola. But I'm here and I'm making good on business, and I'm super excited to be with you all. On today's show, we have the daily news headlines. Then we're going to talk about another Essence Fest recap with Tracee Holloway, who is the owner and CEO of the Way Up Creative Group, LLC. Super excited to have her on air. She goes by the Way Up CEO. And then later, we're going to have Prince Lobo, who is the owner of Addis Nola, an Ethiopian restaurant. And he's going to be on to discuss his business, being featured during Essence Fest, how he gives back to the community, why African food is important history-wise, and more. So make sure to stick around because we have a lot going on here on the Jaime Dee Show. If you're not actually listening to us live on the radio, because yes, this is a real live radio show. Hey, nothing against podcasts, but this is a real live radio show. Hey, come on over to YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. That's TheJaimieDeeshow if you're not listening live on the radio. So let's get into the news of the day because we tell you it's been a lot going on these past few days. Literally, the news has been going insane with so much going on. Okay, so I'm sure you guys have heard of this mess, but they're saying that they found cocaine in the White House. What? They're saying they found cocaine in the White House in a place that President Joe Biden frequents often. Now, look, this is alleged. We don't know what's going on as it pertains to who had the cocaine and why it was in the White House. But the Secret Service did confirm that cocaine was found. That part is not alleged. Child, there's just too much going on in this world. Why is y'all doing cocaine? But I'm be honest, I wouldn't put it past anybody because let's be honest, everybody out here doing drugs, not everybody, a lot of people out here doing drugs and doing stuff they are hiding or should and should not be doing. So yeah, a U.S. Secret Service spokesman on Wednesday confirmed that testing shows it was cocaine found in the White House West Wing Sunday evening, as reported by ABC News. The investigation into how it got there is still ongoing. So yeah, we got to keep that going. I think we just had a commercial playing right now. But yes, we have a commercial playing right now. But yes, the white powder was found during a routine search, a source says. So just make sure you guys keep in tune to this news because you don't know what's going on. You will not know what's going on if you don't pay attention to the news. And I tell people this all the time. Pay attention to who you put in office. Again, so far, we're not sure whose cocaine this was, but allegedly it could be somebody in power. They're saying the cocaine was found on the ground floor of the White House near the West Executive entrance, where visitors are instructed to typically drop off their cell phones when visiting the White House, according to a source familiar with the matter. Some visitors are able to tour parts of the West Wing, and tours typically take place on the weekends. Wink, wink, air quote, air quote. So even though they say President Joe Biden allegedly frequents this part of the White House, they're saying it could be anybody, okay? Hey, like I said, just make sure you pay attention to who you put into office because you never know what these people are doing behind the scenes. And listen, while I am a firm believer of, hey, do what you need to do to have a good time, live your life, and continue to be safe and make sure you know what you're getting into. I tell people all the time, do your research and understand who's in power. All right, so NeNe Leakes was actually just, let me tell y'all, TMZ, I have to breathe on that because me personally, I don't really care for paparazzi. I think it's cool that, you get to get yourself in the media and that you have all this different exposure. But when people are bothering people or people are taking unsolicited pictures, that's irritating. But it seems that TMZ got NeNe at the right time and everything was fine because they asked NeNe Leakes on the street, would she come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta? And she said she would do it for the fans. They also asked NeNe Leakes, well, how do you think the show's doing? And she simply said, we'll check the ratings. Hey, she's not wrong. It has been shown that the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise, while it is a huge franchise and while it has set the tone and the culture for the other franchises, that ratings are going down. I will say this, NeNe Leakes, the Real Housewives of Atlanta does need you. However, what's up with your career? And what I'm asking is, why don't you have your own show? Why aren't you doing your own things? Because NeNe, I'm telling you, people love you and you're doing a great job on TV. So why aren't you on your own TV? Why aren't you starting your own franchise? I don't know. I don't know what NeNe Leakes is doing behind the scenes. And I'm not saying anything bad about her. I'm just saying, if you aren't going to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, we all know that you held RHOA on your back. What are you going to do to create your own franchise? What are you going to do to create your own opportunity on another show or on your own show? I know she had other opportunities, but we see often that when people get kicked off of shows, when they were the main character or they were the person that held it on their back, they usually create their own franchise or create their own product or something. And NeNe, we would love that. So, hey, if you get back on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, congratulations to you if that happens. And, hey, we'll love to see you on there. But don't wait around for those people. Don't wait around for these people. People do not care about you. And they've already shown you that you're quote-unquote disposable. So don't wait around for these people. Hey, a flying car prototype just got an airworthiness certificate from the FAA, as reported by CNN. The Federal Aviation Administration has certified for testing a vehicle that a California startup describes as a flying car, the first fully electric vehicle that can both fly and travel on roads to receive U.S. government approval. So my thing is this. I don't know if we're ready for flying cars. We're hardly ready for electric cars. People's cars are stopping. People are getting into car accidents because Teslas are stopping abruptly. I don't think we're ready for flying cars. And what is that going to look like? We're not sure. Make sure to head over to CNN to read the rest of the article. But I think it's a really cool concept. If we do get it, I know that we're going to have some serious rules and regulations in place, because how would you feel if you died in a car accident because a car above you fell on you? They need to do a lot of testing. This is definitely one of those products where it's like, I'll wait until the next update. All right, so in some Las Vegas news, I love this one because I saw it all over social media, and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. The MSG Sphere in Las Vegas lights up exterior for the first time with a 4th of July display. And if you guys have not seen it, it was so beautiful. They had the actual flag, and they had the red and white swirls on it. And then above that, like on the top of the sphere, they had the stars, and they were swirling around. It was so cute and blue. It was like, honestly, such an amazing and immaculate display that they had on the Las Vegas Strip. And listen, I'm here for it. I think that it was a great display. I think it shows so much camaraderie. And I understand that we have Juneteenth, and I understand a lot of people are over the 4th of July, but it was just a great display. So I wanted to talk about that. I'm not going to get into the politics of the 4th of July today because I don't got the time for that. But do your research. And some more Las Vegas news. Now, this one, I'm going to tell y'all, I got a little bit of hard feelings on this one because, y'all, I love the 4th of July and the fireworks. I ain't going to say all the history behind it, but, the camaraderie, the celebration, the holiday, the day off work was great. But y'all be having these fireworks popping for months and months to come. Stop. Listen, use all your fireworks on the 4th of July. We do not want to hear and see y'all popping the fireworks all the way into August 20th. Give it a rest. Now, the Las Vegas Fire and Rescue actually worked to keep illegal fireworks off the valley streets. And they stated that LVFR Inspector Scott Thomas said the agency tests fireworks from wholesalers before they go on sale. They go to different training centers, they bring the fireworks, and they shoot them off to make sure they can get the thermal imager and take the temperature. They cannot be over 250 degrees after half an hour, said Thompson. Now, LVFR then goes to each firework booth within the city to do further inspections. This year, the team visited 73 booths, and they verified to make sure that people had legal fireworks. Hey, I think fireworks are fun, but even when I was in NOLA yesterday, we were walking down Bourbon Street, and somebody literally drove past in their car, opened their door, and shut off fireworks as we were walking towards their car. And those fireworks almost hit us. We literally had to run from those fireworks. That was completely disrespectful. That was messed up. And this is why some people, we just can't have good things. So please make sure y'all use those fireworks. We are over it. We are over it. They're beautiful and they're fun, but use them. Hey, you're tuned into the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. I just went over the daily news headlines. Coming up, we are going to have the amazing Tracee Holloway, who is the owner and CEO of the Way Up Creative Group, LLC. Again, the Way Up Creative Group, LLC. And we're going to talk everything Essence Fest, everything her business, and more. Stick around because we have a lot to go over. And you're now tuned into the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hungry for the best barbecue in Las Vegas? Come out to the infamous Barbecue and Meat Market, John Mull's Meats and Roadkill Grill in Las Vegas. John Mull's was featured on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Now take home delicious meat selections for your grill, and while you're there, grab a bite of the best barbecue in Las Vegas. With 2 locations now at Tom & Gowan or on North Decatur, you're sure to find the perfect meats for your next barbecue or party. Find us online at johnmullmeats.com.
At AR Heating and Air Conditioning, our main goal is to provide high-quality service without breaking the bank. From maintaining your HVAC units to fixing them when they are down, they are there for you. AR Heating and Air Conditioning offer reasonable prices, reliability, and professional service at a great value. For more information, go to fixmyac.net or call 702-646-4000. Beat the heat and call AR Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Welcome to Hash House A Go-Go, where we've been serving farm food and crafted cocktails for over 2 decades. Visit us for the full Hash House experience at any of our 5 Las Vegas locations. Hash House A Go-Go is where old school meets new and gets twisted. We bring people together over good food and fun. Come in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and come hungry because our portions are huge. Visit us online to see our entire menu at hashhouseagogo.com. Hash House A Go-Go. It's a Midwest thing, and there's nothing else like it.
Zen World Premium CBD offers full and broad spectrum CBD oil, extracts, and capsules, which are designed to help you feel your best. Their products are sourced from the best organic hemp and natural ingredients on the market and are tested for quality, purity, and potency. They have a full range of items from health and wellness to beauty to pets. Call 725-205-9223. Visit online at zenworld.com or stop by their location at 9895 South Maryland Parkway and Silverado Ranch Parkway. Mention KSHP for 10% off in-store or use code KSHP online for 15% off.
Is your dog suffering from a sensitive stomach? Hi, it's Kelly the Cookie Lady from Mooch's Munchies. Our dogs had super sensitive tummies and I needed to find a low-fat treat that wouldn't give them gas or other issues. Most of the treats on the market were loaded with fillers, chemicals, and chicken fat. Many of them weren't even food. Well, I knew I could do better, so I developed Mooch's Munchies, and I'm happy to be able to share them with you. Stop by our store or our website, moochesmunchies.com, and find out why we say that Mooch's Munchies are totally awesome.
Hungry for the best barbecue in Las Vegas? Come out to the infamous Barbecue and Meat Market, John Mull's Meats and Roadkill Grill in Las Vegas. John Mull's was featured on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Now take home delicious meat selections for your grill, and while you're there, grab a bite of the best barbecue in Las Vegas. With 2 locations now at Tom & Gowan or on North Decatur, you're sure to find the perfect meats for your next barbecue or party. Find us online at johnmullmeats.com.
Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. I'm also live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. I want to welcome in our friends on YouTube, David Wallace. Hey, if you don't know who that is, that's Dr. David J. Wallace to you, who is the owner of the Dream House Lounge, who was my first ever live remote host. Thank you for supporting us, friend. We're in NOLA for literally probably the next hour and a half before we have to get on our flight. Hey, make sure y'all pray for that because they've been messing up our flights. But welcome in, because if you're just now tuned in, I already went over the daily news headlines, and now I'm in this segment, which I'm super excited about, because we're going to have another Essence Fest recap with Tracee Holloway, who is the Way Up Creative Group LLC's CEO, founder, owner, and more. Welcome in, Tracee Holloway.
Thank you for welcoming me.
Yes, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. Now, before we get into our segment, Tracee, I want to say here is your flower, because you deserve all of your flowers, Tracee. You are an amazing individual, and Essence Fest 2023 would not be the same without you. You did such an amazing job. You are the best enacting manager for this weekend, and you did so good, and you really branded yourself so much as the Way Up CEO, a part of and owner of the Way Up Creative Group LLC, and you offer so many different services. And while you were here working with me, you continue to still brand yourself and continue to still show that you are a light and a force in the industry. And now I want to give you the time to, before we get into the Essence Fest recap, talk to individuals about the Way Up Creative Group LLC and what services you provide. Because again, you were my manager for this weekend, and you did so much. You got us into many doors, you got us into many red carpets, you got us many interviews, you got us the live remotes, and you do more. So talk to us about that.
Oh my gosh, you kept me busy, Jamie. Okay, the Way Up Creative is a business I just started 2 years ago. I'm into my third year right now. And I started as an integrated marketing communications business agency, really. And so I do a lot of different things, mostly starting from PR and consulting and media, marketing, public relations, and events. And so right now, actually, I'm working mostly with nonprofits and small businesses, as well as knowledge professionals, and helping them to elevate their brand to the next level. And now I'm working also in talent management with you.
Nice.
So enjoying it.
So, like you said, you have so much that you do, but talk to us specifically about the services you provide. Y'all heard that. Y'all saw that. I don't know what the heck just happened in my mouth. It is the humidity here in New Orleans, Louisiana, baby. Talk to us about the services you provide, because you do so much and you offer so much and you achieve so much. So talk to us about that, because people want to book you.
Oh my gosh, I stay so busy, y'all. I do a variety of different things. So from a public relations standpoint, I started out in editorial public relations, and now I do consulting with my clients for PR. And I just help them, get awareness to their brand or themselves and what they're doing through the public eye. So branding them that way. I also do start with startup brands as well. So brand identity and from scratch brand design, identity, logos, websites, things like that. As far as the marketing side of things go as well, managing businesses and their marketing and whatever they need to actually go out to the market, run paid ads and, promote their businesses and services. On the event planning side, I do event communications, event marketing, event design, collateral, promotions, mostly from a management standpoint and as a consultant. That's what my role is. So I'm a leader, if you will. So I like to manage the teams and manage the processes that get the ideas from creation to completion.
So everything, you just do everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
You are that entrepreneur and that mogul. Thank you so much for all you have done for me and all you continue to do for me and all you've done for me in the past. You have so many different services and things you provide. Make sure y'all pay attention, because again, she can really get y'all into doors you probably would have never imagined being in. And I applaud you for all of that. However, what people don't know is that you are working 2 other jobs while being here in Essence Fest, making sure that I was taken care of and making sure that we were shaking hands with the likes of Terrence J, the likes of Chris Spencer, the likes of those who are running Essence Fest and more. Talk to us about the other things you are currently doing. I'm hearing Ethos MetaFest. I'm hearing NAMAC. Talk to us about that.
Okay, 2 of the big events that I'm working on right now are as an event planner, working with NAMAC, which is the National Association of Minority Contractors. The national office is holding their 54th annual conference, and it's going to be in Arlington, Texas. It's September 6th through the 8th, and right now we're just, going through the motions of actually planning it and marketing it and putting that out there for, about 400 attendees should be at this event. There are 23 chapters in the national office for that. Now, NAMAC is actually a contractors group for minority contractors who are looking for business and projects in construction and in infrastructure all over the country. So they're having a national conference. So that's one big event that I'm working on. The other big event is Ethos MetaFest. Can't say too much about that one. However, if you go to ethosmetafest.com, then you can get on our email list and actually find out more information about that. That event is also going to be a huge major esports and music festival held in Arlington, Texas, again, October 21st and 22nd. That's just two of the things, y'all.
And I should just try to snatch the mic back out of my hand. Nice. Congratulations, Tracee. You're doing so much. I'm so proud of you. Again, I'm going to give this flower to you one more time. Because you deserve your flowers. Look, a shower you in flowers for it.
Oh,
you deserve your flowers. You're doing so great. I'm so proud of you. And I'm here to tell you live on air. Keep going. You're doing so great, sweetie.
Thank you.
Look, here's the bell ring for you. Now, before we get into this Essence Fest recap, you love saying that you're from Mansfield, Texas. Mansfield, Texas. You say it so much, but people don't know where it's at. So we just say Dallas, Texas. Talk to us about how you can still provide your services outside of Texas in general.
Well, everything that I do is done remotely for the most part. So as you know, with the pandemic, everybody switched to a remote model for the most part, right? So a lot of my meetings are held on the phone or by Zoom, or for some things I might actually travel to visit and go with my clients on location, certain places. But everything's done by remote interaction, so I can work with anyone, and I do work with people all over their country.
Nice. Well, keep going, friend. I'm proud of you. Let's get into Essence Fest. It's often referred to as a party with a purpose. The Essence Festival of Culture promotes and celebrates and explores health and wellness, spirituality, beauty and style, food, community and culture, entertainment, entrepreneurship, and much more within the African American community. But it's open to everybody. It's very, very inclusive because we know Black women are the most inclusive demographic on this earth. It began literally in 1994 as a one-time event to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Essence, a magazine aimed towards African American women. However, the festival received so much and they continue to build upon it that now the Essence Expo experience includes seminars and workshops on a wide range of topics, including beauty, health, style, as well as power and finance. There's so many different breakout sessions. There's an Essence Festival Film Fest. There's just so much you can do within the convention center, and it's held every year on the weekend of the 4th of July. Like I told you all in the previous episodes, that Essence Festival is free. The convention center, only thing that really costs is the concert series, and you can pretty much pay whatever you can afford on, Ticketmasters and so on and so forth. They have 3 different days. On the first day, which is Friday, they had Lauryn Hill. On the second day, which is Saturday, they had Missy Elliott, which was also her birthday. And on the last day, which was Sunday, they had Megan Thee Stallion. So, Tracee, talk to us about your Essence Fest experience because you were doing so much.
I was doing so much. We were doing so much.
Facts.
We were busy, okay? It was just a lot of moving around, just a lot of moving parts the entire weekend, but it was really good. So I know one thing, we booked your show at a few different locations. We were at Dream House Lounge on Friday for the show. Afterwards, we got into a few after parties. I'll just call them that.
You're like, I don't remember the names. I was just there.
I really don't. I had to check the schedule. And then Saturday we pretty much had just a day to just kind of roam and actually see the sights of Essence. And so that was really nice to see all the people gathering around. A lot of different new activations. The setup was even different than last year, which I noticed that as well. It was more spread out. It seemed like they had a lot more activations that were, advocating for different things like literacy, business, economics, homelessness, pregnancy, like all these different things. So I thought that was really great. And it was just a really chill vibe for Essence this year, right? And then we also got into a few other industry, parties, like after parties and things like that. So that was really cool to just kind of meet and greet new people in the industry, make some new friends, and just have a great time.
I honestly had a blast. I think this is my either 3rd or 4th year covering Essence Fest. But what made this year so special was that I was actually covering it with my own entity, my own brand, the Jaime Dee Show. And it was sponsored by Tracee Holloway, the Way Up Creative Group, LLC. And I was so grateful to be able to be out here and truly just brand myself, be about myself, and talk to individuals as Jaime Dee, a part of, and the radio personality of the Jaime Dee Show, because in other years I worked with other magazines or other publications or other organizations, and while it was great, I was that organization. I really wasn't Jaime Dee. And to be here as an individual who's been working for so many years, to be in the spot and see myself at Essence Fest and talk to many big celebrities, many big publicists, and just organizers at Essence Fest and say, hi, my name is Jaime Dee, and I'm the radio personality for the Jaime Dee Show, covering Essence Fest was definitely a dream come true. So again, thank you so much.
You're so welcome. And I just want to tell you too that I'm proud of you because you did the thing. You know what I mean? You did your thing. He went out there, you guys, and he of course is not shy, obviously. But yeah, you introduced yourself to people. You made a presence known. You made your presence known, and I'm so proud of you. You're like a month into the show right now, and you already got over 20,000 listeners like per show. I want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
You deserve this opportunity.
I appreciate that. And fun fact for those who don't know Tracee Holloway, we actually met in Dallas at the Golden Shovel Awards second annual award show, and I was the host of that event, and she was doing, I forgot what your specific role was. You could talk to us. This is my show, girl. I'm gonna give you that time. But you see, she loves snatching things from me. We were actually arguing about that all week. Fun fact, we're also best friends outside of work relationship, and she loved crossing those boundaries. Girl, we love on air. But anyway, she was the event coordinator, and I remember when she first hit me up before I started working there. She hit me up on LinkedIn. I yell at her all the time. And I tell her so much. Stop messaging people on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is great. It's a great source. Don't get me wrong. And please don't come after me, LinkedIn. But people like me are not on no dang LinkedIn. She messaged me. I saw like a month later. I was like, who the heck is this weird lady messaging me on LinkedIn? Let me tell y'all. So she messaged me on LinkedIn and she was like, hey, I'm working the second annual Golden Shovel Awards, and I want to talk to you about everything that you're doing. I know that you're hosting, yada, 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 right? So once we met in person, I can't tell y'all too many details, but I wasn't given the entire rundown. So because I wasn't given the entire rundown, Tracee Holloway had to come in and save the day and give me some behind the scenes and talk to me. And we've been friends ever since. Love Talk Show says y'all are a dynamic duo. Yes, we are that it crew. Again, this is my best friend and my acting manager right now. I'm so proud of you. But yeah, we've been friends since I actually hosted the second annual Golden Shovel Awards. And now we're here doing the thing. And I want you to talk to everybody about what does it mean to have gone from, how does it look to you? Actually, let me take this question back. How has the journey been for you from meeting at the second annual Golden Shovel Awards to now being at Essence Fest, working with Jaime Dee, who is the radio personality for the Jaime Dee Show? I'm stuttering so much today. And also branding yourself up as the Way Up CEO.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, our interaction at the beginning was one I felt like I needed to just really help him out. He hadn't been given any information about this job. And
the Golden Shovel Awards,
Golden Shovel Awards. But it was a really great event. And he did a great job hosting, and I just knew right away that he had that it factor, like, so that he could carry himself. And, on the fly, just hosting without much information. So literally in between every single break, I'm telling him, okay, this is what's coming up next. This is this person's name, quick bio read and all that stuff. And he was just able to just keep up. So I knew right away that you had, a natural gift and talent to do what you're doing right now. Right. So it's just been progressing along that way ever since then. You've been grinding, been doing your thing, acting, all this other stuff. And I've been just like helping you out, like coaching you or whatever it is that you need, like going through scripts and everything. So I feel like the progression just makes sense, you know, for where we are right now. I'm really, really proud of you with this show. Like really, really proud. And also as far as my journey through my company as well, I had just started the Way Up Creative in 2021. And I think we met in 2021, like the end of that year. So I was still new to my business. I took that big conference on for that event, that award show. It was my first big event, and we had about 300 people there. It was really amazing. So then my journey has also been kind of increasing and progressing as well. So now, here we are with a national conference, a huge festival that we're planning, and there's so many other things. My other clients are doing great things, winning awards and everything. So I'm really glad to see like where I am. I'm proud of myself as well. Pat on the back for me.
Period. Give you the bell ring. Yeah.
So I'm really grateful. That's the word that I have in mind. Grateful.
Yes, grateful. And again, I'm not gonna stop saying this. I'm so proud of you. You deserve all your flowers. Tell us, who was your favorite celebrity to meet during Essence Fest this year?
I'm gonna have to go with Lance Gross.
Really?
Yeah.
You was like, Lance.
I am. I was so like geeked to meet Lance Gross twice actually at 2 different events.
We're in a VIP section with him twice.
Yeah, at Treehouse and then also at the McDonald's event. But also Janelle Monáe, because we were at an event and Janelle did a walkthrough. She came in as VIP. I call myself the unintentional seat warmer for her VIP section. I was sitting down in that section. They were like, we're going to have to like move you because someone just rented this section out. And I was like, okay, cool. That's no problem. Then in comes Janelle and all her whole entourage. And I'm like, what? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So of course, Janelle Monáe is like one of my favorites. She's an excellent performer. She's just a groundbreaking, barrier breaking person. And so I so respect her. But when she passed by to go get water or something, I don't know. But anyway, I just kind of half hugged her and said hi. And she looked at me. I was so excited about that. So I might have to give Janelle number 1 and Lance number 2. Oh, and then on the way back, I said, you're so pretty. And she said, you are too. I was like, oh my God. So yeah, Janelle Monáe and then Lance Gross.
I love that. I would say my favorite individual to have met this Essence Fest. Ooh, that's actually a pretty hard one. You met so many people.
Big Frida also.
But I already met Big Frida. I've known Big Frida for a while now.
Big Frida was
I've known
so
her sister for a while now, Joe Jackson. I've known Terrence J. I've known Fred. I've known Lance. Who did I meet this year that was like, oh, you know what? Roxy. I'm going to say Roxy. I'm going to say Roxy from 106 and Park, because literally everybody she's so beautiful. Everybody that I've met during Essence Fest I already knew or already had a connection with or already met at a party or at a private event somewhere. I think the only person that I didn't know was Pretty V. And that was great. We had a great connection. So I would give her that as well. But I have to say Roxy from 106 and Park and from all the other different amazing things she's did. But her, because she is a catalyst of what I grew up wanting to be. I always wanted to be on 106 and Park. I always wanted to host different events like the House of BET, doing the BET Awards, or different stages on Essence Fest. And mark my words, this upcoming Essence Fest 2024, I will be either hosting a panel, I will be on the stage hosting a discussion or hosting a party or doing some type of talk, or I will be a guest at Essence Fest on a main stage. You know what? Or I'll be all of the above. Mark my words, Jaime Dee, the Jaime Dee Show, my brand will be huge come Essence Fest 2024. And I will have people knocking down my doors to get me on that stage. Mark my words. Putting it out there. But yes, Roxy. And she even remembered who I was from the House of BET when we were at the Treehouse. And she was like, oh, hey, and gave me a hug. It was so great. So I would say meeting her, because it's just so cool seeing people who you grew up wanting to be like and wanting and studying, and then seeing them in person and realizing you're a real person. Yeah. And you're doing this and you do get to chill and you do get to have fun. And this is the lifestyle I want to live. So now I'm looking at you in person like I can achieve this. Right. So it makes the goal seem so much more achievable. Okay, let's talk about this. I want to hit you with a whammy of a question. Oh boy. We have been friends for so long, working partners for so long. You have held many different titles with me. I've held many different titles with you. And what people don't know is that I've also helped you build your brand and work with your company as well. Tell us what's one thing you have gained from me while working with me as Jaime Dee.
One thing I've gained.
The way your eyes went.
Let me see how I can say this. Jaime has been very instrumental in helping me to. Words of affirmation, I will say, is probably my strongest love language.
Not probably, it is.
It is, right? So, but he's excellent at encouraging people and, pointing out what you're good at, and then just like 10xing that, right? So I would say that's what you've provided to me. It's just like encouragement that, that I'm on the right path, that I'm good at what I'm doing, that I'm excellent at what I'm doing, actually. And you see what I've already done and you just amplify that. Right. And so you're one of my biggest cheerleaders. And I would say that that's one of the greatest things. Yay.
So I would say the biggest thing I gained from you, and you all, well, if you don't know, I am a very outgoing and extroverted individual, and I have absolutely no problem talking to anybody. Y'all, listen, Tracee can attest to this. I don't care if you have President Barack Obama security. I'm getting to President Barack Obama. If I want to tap somebody or get somebody's attention or talk to somebody, I don't care where you're sitting, who you're with, what you got going on. Jaime Dee will make it through. However, one thing that I will say is that as an African-American man now, I never knew, this is the reason I said that. I never knew how to truly do business, because I always felt like as an African-American child, now a teenager, now an adult, we have to straddle the line between assertiveness and aggression and trying to get our point across and making sure people respect us and maybe making sure people really don't take you for granted and listen to what you have to say and truly respect that. And one thing that I've gained from you is while I'm already super extroverted, I'll make sure people in the social scene and people in certain spaces listen to me because you're going to respect me. You're going to know Jaime Dee is that name and will be a household name very, very soon. One thing that I've gained from you is to understand that you can do that in business. And if it doesn't work, that opportunity wasn't for you. And one thing that I always struggle with is asking the right people in business for like a raise or asking for them to respect me or asking for them to let me do what I want to do because I always felt like, well, I should be lucky to be in this space. And even, for example, I forgot who we're talking to. We're talking to somebody. Oh, I can't say who it was because that's pretty confidential, but I think you remember who I was talking about. I was talking to a client and they were kind of trying to do, I can't give you too much information, but they were trying to do something that I couldn't allow happen. And Tracee was like, hey, this is your brand. Yeah, you have a team and they have to approve it, but this is your brand. You need to stick up for yourself. You need to say what's going on. And I felt like I shouldn't because I should just be grateful that I have this huge client. It's a huge client, y'all. And I have to just kind of make sure that I kind of straddle the fence of like pleasantry, but also kind of being a little assertive, but not doing too much. And she's like, no, start now because you have to make sure you realize from the beginning, don't play with you. And I did it. And it was kind of like, they backed off. Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, I could have sworn I was going to lose this client or they were going to get offended. And it's like, no, people test the limits because they think they can. And you have to realize that they need you as much as you need them or want them. Right. And so I really appreciate the fact that you pushed me to really be that businessman and tell my younger self that, because they don't want to find through that type of trauma. That's why I said, boy, that it's okay. It's okay to speak up and that we understand that people in culture looks at you as aggressive, but it's not aggressive. It's assertive. It's holding your boundaries. It's standing your ground and making sure people respect you because our Caucasian counterparts can do it all the time with no repercussions or consequences. So I really appreciate you for that. So thank you so much. Now, I do want to talk about, because we only have a few minutes left, how we got stuck in New Orleans. People could have sworn that we were just here just to be here. But for those who doubted us, no, we actually had so much going on. She needs to get back to Dallas. I actually missed two things, and I'm so sad that I'm not able to host the trivia nights at TGI Fridays. I host it every Wednesday at the Gold Coast Casino. So sorry, Eric, my manager. Y'all don't know this, but I do so much. I'm a live events host. I'm a live TV host. I'm a radio personality. I just do so much. And so I had to cut off two things to stay here because our flight got canceled. And so we got to stay for an extra day. And I was telling Tracee that I feel like there's so much that's going to happen. It's going to be so worth it. And that same night, we actually got an invitation to the Rock Nation private event. We met so many different great people. Shout out to Big Frida. Right, she met Big Frida. So shout out to Big Frida. Shout out to Terrence J was there hosting it. Shout out to Fred Witt, who is his management. Shout out to DJ Mike Swift out of the DMV and so much more. But even yesterday, shout out to Juvenile because he hosts his Juvie Tuesdays. And look what I got, y'all. If y'all can't see my shirt, I got a shirt from him. Look at this. This shirt is so cool. I made sure to wear it just for this day. So it was definitely a blessing. And now we're actually still here with Addis Nola through our amazing Prince Lobo. We're going to get him on after the commercial break. But super happy to have been able to redo what was messed up because of our flights last weekend. So super happy to be here. But talk to us about the last 2 days and that experience you had with me.
I would say, we are very good at thinking on the fly and making adjustments. That's all I will say. We know how to do this because if there's a change, we're going to roll with it and just make it do what it do. So we made the best of a funky situation. You know what I mean? And then also had a great time celebrating the 4th. We hung out with some new friends that we met at
new celebrities too.
Yeah, on at Bourbon.
Yep.
Right. So and then we went out to a great breakfast restaurant. Got to see some fireworks, went to the Juvie thing. Like we just made it do what it do. So I am glad that we had this extra time. It all works out for good. And now here we are able to talk with Prince Lobo here at Addis Nola, which I've been loving this food. We came the other day with your family and that was awesome. So just making things work.
Yeah. Yay. Well,
the nature of it.
Again, I'm so happy. I want to give you this bell ring, Tracee. Yes, you deserve that. You deserve your flowers. You are so instrumental to so many people, especially me. I'm so grateful to have you on my team. And as we both get more opportunities, as we continue to grow, I pray that we can, I know it's going to happen, it's going to stay that way, but I pray that our connection stays as strong as it ever was. It gets even more strong and becomes even more secure. And there may be times where we may not be able to work together, and sometimes we may have to switch management, you might have to switch clients, but we understand that we love each other, because sometimes you may not be able to come to events and I may not be able to do things, and that's how the industry works. So if you don't see us together, just know me and Tracee are still that it group. We're still that dynamic duo, and she's still doing stuff behind the scenes, even if she's not there presently, because this girl is always going to be helping out and being great. I love you so much, Tracee. So proud of you. Before we head out and go on this commercial break, let everybody know how they can find you and how they can book you for services. Don't forget about me, and don't be taking my Tracee away from me, which is why I set that live on air, because I know she's going to get some more bookings, and y'all better not take this girl away from me.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You can find me on Instagram at TheWayUpCEO. That's TheWayUp. TheWayUpCEO. And then my business is at The Way Up Creative. That's TheWayUpCreative. And also all the things on, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those things for The Way Up Studio and The Way Up Creative. You can go to thewayupcreative.com so you can check out some of my information on the website as well.
Yay, congratulations. Give me one more hug. I'm so proud of you. You deserve everything that's coming your way. I'm going to just say this again, next year, and even just coming up, both of us are going to be extremely booked and busy. People are going to be knocking down our doors for opportunities, and we're going to be so prosperous. We're going to start gaining more money and having secure contracts and having secure procedures in place, because we deserve it. And I'm telling you, the Jaime Dee Show, Jaime Dee, Tracee Holloway, the Way Up Creative Group LLC will be household names that people will be searching for and booking. Coming up, I'm telling you, we will not be having to do any more free things for exposure. Things will happen for us. We won't have to search for opportunities. We won't have to be the approacher. We will be the approached. I'm telling you, we are a force to be reckoned with. So make sure to stick around. Make sure to know that we're going to be that it people, separately and together. Hey, you're listening to the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. We're going to come back after one commercial break with Prince Lobo, the owner of Addis Nola. So stick around, okay? We'll be right back.
At AR Heating and Air Conditioning, our main goal is to provide high-quality service without breaking the bank. From maintaining your HVAC units to fixing them when they are down, they are there for you. AR Heating and Air Conditioning offer reasonable prices, reliability, and professional service at a great value. For more information, go to fixmyac.net or call 702-646-4000. Beat the heat and call AR Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Welcome to Hash House A Go-Go, where we've been serving farm food and crafted cocktails for over 2 decades. Visit us for the full Hash House experience at any of our 5 Las Vegas locations. Hash House A Go-Go is where old school meets new and gets twisted. We bring people together over good food and fun. Come in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and come hungry because our portions are huge. Visit us online to see our entire menu at hashhouseagogo.com. Hash House A Go-Go. It's a Midwest thing, and there's nothing else like it.
Yo, we're back and we're live. This is the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. We're now live from, well, we've been live, but we're live right now from Addis Nola. Woo! Yes, we got Prince Lobo right here, and I'm super excited to have him here because he is the owner of Addis Nola, an Ethiopian restaurant. And he's here to talk to me about his business, being featured during Essence Fest, how it gives back to the community, why African food is important. We're going to even do a live test tasting right now. So let's get into it. Hey, introduce yourself, Prince Lobo.
Prince Lobo of Zamunda. We are here. You know what I mean? We're here in New Orleans, Louisiana at Addis Nola. I had to do it officially. I know Jaime Dee's been running y'all down with that one. But we're here. We're over here. My name is Prince Lobo, one of the youngest restaurant owners in the city of New Orleans. I started this when I was 21 years old with my mother, Dr. Brooke Alemayehu at Southern University, now working with Propeller. We came and we wanted to bring some fire. We want to bring that flavor. We want to bring that sensation. We want to bring that wholesomeness. We want to bring that love of the food of the motherland cuisine right here to the city. They didn't have much of it. And so we got to play, man. I don't know about Jaime, but I'm hungry. I'm ready. I want to get into this food. Facts. We got to talk about some of that, man. I got the door wide. 24-hour caramelized onions, the shrimp dish that we have one of my recipes on the menu, and it's just going down. That's all we're doing.
All right, so let's get into it. While we eat, while we grub,
Come on.
I want you to talk to us about the history of Addis Nola.
Well, Addis Nola started again as a passion, as a dream for myself, and specifically from my mother, to want to bring some of that culture, some of that love to New Orleans, a place full of culture, but just didn't have this type.
Together, let's find a space that we can find any space. They say location is important. We're like, hell, we don't care. Whoever got their doors open and willing to take us to make it happen. So we started with that one foot in front of the other. And then, what's that? 4 years later, we're here. We just moved to November in this new, beautiful space. I would love y'all to check it out on our Instagram, social media, Addis Nola on Instagram, to really see how beautiful this space is. We're on Bayou Road, the first street in New Orleans. No one will tell you that. Why? Because no one knows that. That's the facts. 4,000 years ago, they had Native Indigenous Americans here. I'm talking about Native Indigenous Americans over here on Bayou Road. And then a couple of times after that, the West Africans actually came to the street. That's why we came back. We brought it back. East Africa. We brought back some of the flavor from the other side of the continent. We're trying to bring people to the street. The beginners own this. They own publishing companies, some book companies, and they own this street. And they are all about Black-owned business. I think more than 80% of the businesses within this block are Black-owned. Most of the street, the properties itself is Black-owned. So we're doing something over here that the rest of the world has to see. You know what I mean? If you're ever in New Orleans, you definitely got to get over here and get an experience of the motherland. And Addis Nola. Come on.
Yeah, so we had a quick technical difficulty, but just talk to us. We heard most of that, but talk to us about real quick. When did this business start, and how did you get into this current space? Real quick.
So again, we started in 2019, and we started in a little cute spot on Broad and Tulane, and now we officially moved the business to Bayou Road off of Esplanade in November, and it's been beautiful ever since.
So are you actually from Africa?
Yes. Come on. I'm born over there. I left when I was 2 years old. You know what I mean? It's the truth. It's not the false product. It's the truth. I was born over there when I was 2. My father's from Angola. My mother's from Ethiopia. And then we over there.
So talk to us about this. You were featured in Essence Fest. What was that like, and how did they reach out to you?
Well, I actually had a really great friend of mine, Mr. Kenneth Spears. I mean, this party throwing organizer extraordinaire who I reached out to for Essence Festival. The gentleman is just amazing. And I reached out to him about, you know what? Essence is coming to the city. We invest so much heart, love, and spirit into the city of New Orleans. And, it was just time. So I reached out to them. They have called back and said, look, we got something just for you. We want you to share some of your culture, some of your food for the people. So I had a chance to do just that.
All right, so talk to us about this. You were on the Essence Fest actual main stage.
Right.
What was that sector called, and what were you doing?
That was the Essence East stage. One of the really big production in the Sugar Mill. That was beautiful. We had about at least 60 some 80 people in the audience as we were talking to Angela Yee. We had Kirby Smith, who was there as well, another local coffee business owner in the city, and Eden Hagos, who's from Toronto, who came down to host. It was just a good time. We got a chance to share the coffee, the origins of coffee in the world. Many people don't realize or know that Ethiopia is where coffee was founded and discovered.
Really?
So we got it. Yeah, that's it. That's what we were telling the people about whenever we was doing this. We had a chance to roast the beans from scratch. Everybody buys these. Y'all get pre-packed beans, whatever. We roast the beans from scratch to give people that experience. We walked around the house, and I think you I don't know if you're over there to catch some of the smoke.
Yeah, you hit me one of them.
Yeah,
You hit me one of the beans.
Just to make it happen for New Orleans and for the city and everybody who's coming to really be a part of that experience. You know what I mean? It's like a saging experience whenever you're doing an Ethiopian coffee ceremony. You consume and just envelop yourself into the smoke of the origins of coffee. It's a really beautiful experience.
Awesome. I love that for you. Congratulations. I'm proud of you, too. You deserve your flowers. Let me give you that ring real quick. Yes, I'm so proud of you doing so much. Congratulations on finally having this location. It looks absolutely beautiful. I wish we could show it, but if y'all paying attention to the YouTube, for some reason our camera keeps going out. Sorry about that. But let's get into this. You have Ethiopian food right here. Talk to us about how this is important to history and what we're about to taste test right now.
So this is important to history. Ethiopia, out of 54 countries in the continent of Africa, is one of the only that's never been colonized. Meaning they've never been taken over. They've never been their culture has never been messed with or touched. And if we're talking about freedom, black freedom, that's one of the nations, man. That's what we talk about. The King of Kings, Haile Selassie. Rastafarian culture is birthed from Ethiopia. And so when we're eating the food, we're eating this 2,000, 3,000, 4,000-year-old black cuisine that's been around the world, and we have a chance to eat what our ancestors ate and really just get reconnected to the motherland, to the source. You know what I mean? To the source, you know what I mean, of black culture, of everyone in the world. We're all connected to Ethiopia. If you know, Lucy, 3 million years ago, that human bones that they found, that's our ancestors, the original ancestors. And so we brought some of her food tonight to come taste. We got the door wide, 24 hours. Onions, you get to see the sauce, you get to see the color. With the chicken and a whole boiled egg, this is the national dish of Ethiopia. Christmas, holidays, weddings, somebody getting married, we don't make it happen. Normally, because it takes at least 6, 7, 8 hours to make, we do ours for 24 hours. That flavor, you just gonna take it. And then the shrimp right here. We in New Orleans. They don't got shrimp in Ethiopia side. We in New Orleans. We go and get the shrimp. So we sauteed it with a Tibbs recipe that we have: onions, tomatoes, peppers. I got a little sweet to it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sturdy. You know what I mean? So I like a little sweet. And so I put a little bit of a honey that we also use to produce a honey wine that Jamie actually had a chance to experience.
It was delicious.
And so got some inspiration from that to make this sweet, spicy Tibbs with shrimp recipe over here. And then we got some injera. The thing is, this injera that we have, I've actually went ahead and fried it and turned it into a chip for the texture, for the flavor. Something different. It's not, injera is a flatbread that's fermented. It takes about 3 days. That's why if you taste the bread by itself, it actually be a little bit sour on its own.
It's so good.
Yeah, come on, and that's your edible utensil. We have a proverb back home that says, "I don't know where your fork's been, but I know where my hands been." And so that's what we like to think about whenever people are like, "Oh, I don't want to eat with my hands." You know, New Orleans people, they try to act bougie. They try to act bougie.
Right.
We know what you mean.
Hello.
And so we like, they come over here, they get nervous, they get shy, they get a little bit scared and intimidated whenever they're getting a chance to eat the food. And so I'm like, you know what? How do you eat po' boys, right? One of the supreme, awesome Ethiopian dishes. How do you eat po' boy? How do you do? You got to eat with your hands. That's how you connect with food. That's how you connect with culture. That's how you connect with everything and really enjoy food to the truest and at the best way possible. You know what I mean? So we have that in Jerry where we're going to use that to sock up all of these flavors, all of these spices, all of this goodness. You can see it right there if you're on the YouTube. Come on, tap into that. And so if you ever get a chance in New Orleans, visiting New Orleans, you have got to experience and get an experience of the motherland over here, man. There's some other really popular dishes in Ethiopian food. They're all flavorful. A lot of them have what we like to call burr 15 spice blend, cayenne, paprika, allspice, ginger, fenugreek, onion powder, black pepper. I mean, that's only 7 or 8. That's half of the ones, and we want to get more of that in that seasoning. No salt, so you can use it pretty much for anything: chickens, stews, sautés. I mean, it's literally so diverse. And we're gonna take some of that. Let's get into this.
So we got a few minutes left, so I want to try this live on air. What's this about to eat
That's
again?
the Dorowa, the national dish of Ethiopia.
Y'all about to hear this live crunch on air, this ASMR.
Come
I'm
on.
super excited. I'm trying to grab it, but it's not working.
There
There we
you
go.
There you go.
Cheers.
Hey.
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
You better have me have the audience on this plane ride back to Las Vegas. Oh my God, it's so good. What spice on this?
That's that Burberry spice, like I said, that 15 spice blend that you can't imitate, you can't replicate. Onions, 24-hour onions. Come on.
That's delicious. Now we only have a few minutes left. So I want to take this one live on air. So this is the shrimp, right?
Let's go. That's right, the shrimp. Honey glazed shrimp. Right?
Honey glazed shrimp.
Let's go for
I'm
it.
eating with my hands. By the way, I did wash my hands.
Get better.
Oh my God. That is so flavorful. I'm still trying to know y'all can be smacking on air. Oh my God, it's so good. Now, what's this season with?
What time? No, that's the.
See? It's so good.
No. That's the Burberry in there as well, too. That's the tip, sauteed onions. And then that honey inspired by the honey wine. A little bit of lemon zest, some cilantro, maybe some cilantro in there. Experience. You can taste every bite. We just want to keep going back for more. And this is some of the best cuisine on the mix here. So many people haven't had a chance to try it. That's why we're so honored to bring it to the brothers from the city. Just let them sit down and just have this type of communion, have this type of get together. here over some of the best food that you'll ever eat in your life. My God.
Listen, this was amazing. I'm so happy to have been able to do this live remote with you. You made history as our second live remote host. So here, shout out to you, Prince Lobo. Thank you so much. And shout out to Addis Nola. We do have to go because that is our time. Let our audience know I'm so hungry. This is so good. How can they find you, support you, and where are you located, address-wise?
2514 Bayou Road, the first street in New Orleans. Y'all know what's going on. Addis Nola on Instagram. Follow us. All about the energy. It's all about the things. All about the time. Sexy, grown, professional. That's where people come here to commune, to get together and just have a good time. Come and experience that over here in New Orleans, Louisiana, between Esplanade and Broad Street, Bayou Road. Y'all come experience Mother Man. Mother Man. Let's go!
Woo! Woo! And that was Addis Nola. Hey, congratulations on getting. I'm proud of you. You've been listening to the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. I'm live every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. PST. I'll be back in Vegas live in the studio tomorrow. Make sure to stick around. I love you guys so much. We got to go. Make sure to come check out Addis Nola in New Orleans, Louisiana. It was delicious. I'm literally salivating right now. Salivating. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow. Y'all stay amazing. Peace out. What's up, everybody? You were just tuned into the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. If you aren't in the Las Vegas area, you can catch my show live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. That's TheJaimeDeeshow. If you want to advertise your business on my show, email us at info@jaimedee.com. Thank you all so much for your support. See you tomorrow.
Zen World Premium CBD